are you doing?
Wait, be right with you.
Now, what was that all about?
Oh, I just set my watch.
You mean to tell me you can look at the sun and set your watch?
What do you mean, look at the sun and set my watch? I set my watch by the Chinese restaurant. It opens at 5 p.m. every day. You don't believe me, do you? I can tell by the way that you're looking at me you don't believe me. I could tell you by the time all night long just by that Chinese restaurant. For instance, they start cooking the egg foo young at 5:26. The first whiffs of that reach my apartment window upstairs at about 5:28. And they reach your window at about 5:27 and 56 seconds. It's a known fact that the aroma of egg foo young rises at the rate of 320 feet per second. Now, moo goo gai pan, which is of a heavier consistency, travels upwards at a slower rate. They start making that about 5:37. Sometime somebody comes in, orders a family dinner, then I'm completely thrown. I don't ever know what time it is.
Wouldn't it be much easier if you bought a new watch?
No, why? Nothing wrong with my watch. All it needs is a new mainspring. I just gotta find a guy to fix it. I think I'll write a letter to Walt Disney tonight.
Well,
what do you got there? What?
I stopped off at the novelty store and bought a few things to take with me on the convention.
Oh.
I'm telling you, Norton, I'm gonna be a riot. Get a load of this stuff.
What do you got?
Get a load of this. Now, this is a trick camera.
How's that work?
Well, you ask somebody if they want to have a picture taken, they say yes. And they start the pose, and then you just push the plunger, and they got a face full of water.
What else do you got?
Yeah? I got a box full of cherry bombs.
Oh, they're great.
You know the racket they make when they go off.
Ba-boom.
Here's a buzzer. You put it on your finger, you know.
Yeah.
Shake hands with somebody, they get a shock.
Yeah.
This'll kill everybody.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I bought a couple of false faces, too.
Oh.
I got one for you. This is for scaring people.
Oh, hey, look at, hey, wait a minute. Let me see there. No, I'd like to borrow one of these. No, I'll borrow this one here. See, because I want to wear it. Well, I want to wear it down the sewer tomorrow, you know, just for laughs. That one looks just like my boss, and he'll get his feelings hurt. He'll think I'm making fun of him. What else?
Oh.
What up?
Here's a fake box of candy.
Oh.
You know, you say, have a piece of candy to someone.
Yeah.
They grab the box and... Put a load of that.
I don't know. It's kind of subtle. I don't think they'll get it.
They really come out of there, don't they? Pick those up.
Yeah?
And here is the pièce de résistance.
What?
These are just the right consistency. Bags for filling with water, dropping out of the hotel windows.
Oh, boy. Hey, remember last year at the convention when the cops were cracking down on people, you know, that were throwing bags full of water out? Yeah, didn't stop me none, boy. I just got the paper bag, fill it full of water, 1, 2, 3, let it ride.
What happened?
I almost drowned. The window was closed.
Well, with you doing it, that figures.
Well, we're gonna have fun this year at the convention.
A regular ball.
Hey, I saved up some money. I know that. I got about $50. What about you?
Well, I haven't any money yet, but I know where to get some.
Good day, sir. It's very nice to meet you.
Wait a minute. I don't mean you, Norton. I'm gonna get it from Alice.
You're gonna get it from Alice?
Yeah, and I'm gonna get it tonight, too.
Look, every year you try the same thing. You ask Alice for money, and she turns you down.
Well, she's not gonna turn me down this year because I have a plan that can't miss.
I've heard that phrase turned before. May 3rd, 1953. Ralph Cramden in search for money, for capital, to enter his no-cal pizzeria. Says, I have a surefire plan of getting the money. It can't fail. Alice Cramden says no, unquote. All things are as they were then, except you are there.
Oh, shut up. Don't worry, I'm not gonna miss this time because I'm making the supreme sacrifice.
What do you mean?
Well, I figured it out. There's only one way for me to get the money. I'm going to take Alice on a convention with me.
You are what?
I know how you feel, Norton, but what am I going to do? It's the only way I can get the dough. I got to take her with me.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, don't ask Alice, because if you do that, Trixie will make me take her.
Well, I'll have Alice.
But I don't want to take Trixie. She was away with me once on a trip. Boy, she was on my neck all the time, nagging. I couldn't go bowling. I couldn't shoot pool. She just ruined everything.
When was that?
On our honeymoon.
I just got to do it, that's all.
Hiya, Ralph.
Oh, hi, Alice.
What's all this stuff on the table, Ralph?
Oh, I went down to the novelty store and bought this stuff for the convention. And speaking of the convention, I got something I'd like to tell you.
Oh, Ralph, I have something I want to tell you, too. I've been
wait.
thinking the whole thing over.
It'll wait until I tell you what I have to tell you. And is it a surprise?
Ralph, what I'm going to tell you is going to be a big surprise to you, too.
I
Now,
don't care
please
how
let
big
me
a
tell
surprise
you.
it is. What I have to tell you is going to be even a bigger surprise.
Ralph.
Please, sit down.
All right, Ralph, what is it?
Alice, I would like to have the honor and privilege of having you accompany me on the Racoon convention to Minneapolis this year.
Ralph, you mean you want me to go with you?
I don't mean anything else.
But all those other years, Ralph, you never wanted to take me.
That's when I made some of the biggest mistakes of my life. Man can't have any fun at a convention unless he takes his wife along, right, Norton?
Yeah.
Well, what is your answer?
Are you sure you really want me to go, Ralph?
What other reason could I have for asking you?
Oh, then I'd love to go.
All right, fine. Now get the money you got hid so we can make the plans.
Well, it's in the bedroom, Ralph, the top drawer of the dresser.
Oh, all right. Say, what was the big surprise you were going to tell me?
Well, I guess it's not so much of a surprise now, Ralph. You see, then I didn't know that you wanted me to go to the convention with you. But I'd already decided to give you the money to go to the convention by yourself.
Oh. What?
I'd already decided to give you the money to go to the convention by yourself. Oh, we're going to have such a wonderful time, Ralph. I tell you what, I'll go in and get the money, and you sit down here and figure out exactly what we're going to need.
Well, we're going to have a lot of laughs at this convention with the wives along. I have a feeling that I may replace you as poster boy during National Nut Week. Will you tell me one thing, please? How do you get us into these fixes?
Very simple. Very simple, Norton. I have a big mouth!